Hello everyone and welcome with a new lesson. So we are going to deal with the language. Let's read the first sentence. Fill in each gap with an appropriate word from the list. So here we are given some words in the list and you are asked to fill in the blanks. Let's read the sentences. Kelly often tells funny jokes to her classmates. So she tells jokes. She has a good sense of pride, honor, or responsibility. So what is the correct one? Of course, it is humor, since she says or she tells jokes, so it is humor, sense of humor. Good. Let's move to the second one. The pupils were not really attention to the lesson. What do we say with attention? We say draw attention, have attention, or pay attention. Of course, it is pay attention, and the answer is paying attention. Paying attention to the lesson. B. Give the correct form of the words between brackets. The perform of Moroccan athletes at the London Olympics was excellent. Perform here is a verb and we need a noun because it is not adequate and not convenient with the sentence. So we need to find the noun of perform. So what is the noun of perform? Of course it is performance. Performance. Nice. If you need any inform, again here we have a verb and we need a noun. So just get in touch with the secretary. So what is the noun of inform? It is information. Fine. So this is for vocabulary. Let's move to the next questions. So C, fill in each gap with the appropriate word from the list. Again, here we have relative pronouns. We have whose, which, whom, and who. We have Jack. Is it Alan will be in charge of the new library? So we have Alan. So what is the relative pronouns that refer to a human? Because Alan is a human. So it is whose, which, or whom, or who. Of course, when we talk about people, we use who. Good? Let's continue. Henry. Yes, he is the only one. Application has been accepted. Okay, we are still talking about a human. But this time we are not talking about it per se, but we are talking about something he has, something he possesses. So when we talk about possessive, of course we use the relative pronouns whose. Fine. So we say yes, he is the only one whose application has been accepted. So this whose refers to the application, not to the human. Okay? Very nice. So let's move. Rewrite the following sentences as suggested. I will move to another town, Narges said. Narges told her neighbor that. So here we are talking about the reported speech. As I always say, so we should underline the element that we are going to change. Okay? So we are going to change, of course, the subject pronoun I, because I refers to Narges. And the tense future, well, fine, and that's it. Okay, so Narges told her neighbor that. So this I refers to Narges. When we report what she said, we say she, not I. So she, well becomes would. Okay. And we continue the sentence. So, would move to another town. Good. Number 2, they decorated Nancy's room with balloons and flowers. And we start with Nancy's rooms. Right, so this is, of course, the passive voice. So we have here the subject, the verb, and the object. So since we started with the object, so we are talking about the passive voice. So Nancy's rooms, now we need to add the verb to be. Good. But in which tense we are going to conjugate verb to be? We are going to go back to the main verb, which is decorated. In which tense it is? Decorated. So it is in the simple past. So we are going to conjugate the verb to be in the simple past. So as you know, in simple past we have two forms of verb to be. We have was and were. What is the best one here? We look at the new subject, if it is singular or plural. Nancy's room, one room, which is singular, so we are going to use was. So we say Nancy's room was. And the last step is adding the past participle of the main verb, which is, of course, decorated. Decorated. As you know, regular verb, the simple past is the same as past participle. We just add ed. Let's move to number 3. It's a pity I didn't watch the Spanish derby yesterday. It's a pity I didn't watch the Spanish derby yesterday. And we are given if only. So if only is I wish, like a wish. So if only means I wish. Now, we have two kinds of wishes. We have present wish and past wish. How can we differentiate between them? We look at the main sentence and we see in which tense the verb is conjugated. So it's a pity I didn't watch. I didn't watch. So didn't watch is in the simple past. So we are talking about the past wish, not the present wish. And the form of past wish is if only or I wish plus the past perfect of the verb. So if only I, what is the past perfect of watch? I had watched. You can notice here we have negative form, didn't, and here we have the affirmative form. Of course, we have to change the forms because I wish something different to what I have, okay? Nice, so let's move. So put the verse in brackets in the correct tense. So here we come to the tenses. My classmates and I are working on a school project. So far, we, the verb finish, the first part. By the end of this term, we, and we have the verb complete, the whole project. Okay, so we have here a small paragraph. We are going to divide it into sentences to see in which tense we are going to conjugate the verbs. So here we have the first sentence until here. Okay, so we start a new sentence. So don't rely on the present continuous. Okay, so we are going to change the tense. So far, what is the indicator of time here? It is so far. What does it mean, so far? So far, something started in the past and still has the effect into the present. So the tense that has this condition or this characteristic, is the present perfect. So we are going to conjugate the finish in the present perfect. So we say, so far we have finished. We have finished the first part. And full stop. Again, here we are going to start a new sentence and a new tense, of course. Let's look for the indicator. We have by the end of this term, by the end. So by, when we use by the end, we are talking about, of course, the future perfect. And the form of future perfect is will have we'll have plus the past participle of the verb, which is completed. We'll have completed. Nice? All right, so let's move to the last question.